Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Progress Accelerate Partner Program. We're delighted to have you here today. I'd also like to introduce my partner for this presentation series, Gary Quinn, our Senior Vice President of Worldwide Core Field Organization. Gary, welcome, and thank you for joining us.
John, thank you for having me on this event tonight.
Terrific. So before we get started, folks, just a couple of housekeeping items. One is we have recorded the following presentation to ensure that we are staying on track with the timeline we promised you. However, I assure you we are here live with you right now, and we will have a live Q&A at the end of the session. Please ask your questions via the chat feature to the right of your screen, and we will take all your questions. For those that we can't get to, we are going to create a frequently asked question document, and we'll post it on your portal. So, without further ado, why don't we get started? Gary, would you kick it off for us?
Joan, I would be delighted to kick that off for you folks. And thank you very much for attending this session to give you an update on Progress's Accelerate Partner Program, which we all here at Progress are very excited about, and we hope that you are too. So, we will be announcing this program officially within the next couple of weeks before the end of January. So, all of those details will be made public. But in the meantime, we wanted to give you an advance sneak preview into the exciting updates that Progress has brought forward, as a number of things have changed in 2019, and we believe this is a way for us to grow together with you, our business together. So, with that being, I'd like to just kind of run through the topics that me and Joan will be covering over the next 45 minutes. So, we're going to give you a little overview of our corporate strategy. Hopefully, some of you already know that from meeting frequently with your partner account manager. But for those of you who are new to Progress, we'd like to give you a little insight as to what's happening there. As far as also routes to market that we cover with the program, a little overview that Joan will cover on the details of what's happening there, benefits to you, tiering, training, marketing together. And the whole idea of this program is to accelerate growth, which means more money for you, which means more money for us. So we really are really excited here. And Joan, when she gets on, makes me sound boring. So anyway, with that being said, we'll go through a number of things. It's really exciting, and we're going to get started here. And for those of you who know this picture, as you can see, it stayed very consistent over the last 3 years. So far, we have a number of areas here. If you're in the application development space, if you're looking to build data lakes, connectivity tools, you want to manage and monitor your environment. I'm not going to go into all the products behind these particular boxes, but I think you would definitely admit that this is a fantastic prospecting tool to work with your customers, your partners, your end users to find out what they're doing in the world of application development. The green boxes represent, as you know, front end tooling, which takes on very different ways of front-ending our applications, whether it's mobile, whether it's a web extension. Today everybody's got a Fitbit on, making sure their heart rate's running, or they're wearing some type of jacket to make sure that they're physically in good condition. Also, ways of communicating with customers from call centers, conversational activities, and then emerging channels. I personally don't know how this works yet, but it looks pretty cool on television. If you look at the AR and VR tooling, at some point along the way, commercial applications for B2C, B2B will use those. At the moment, it just kind of seems like you're playing a video game. But at some point, I've been told that that's going to happen. So I think you got to look at, you got front end tooling, front end extensions, then you have your core platforms. Whereas where you have, your cloud-based mobile platform, you might have a business rules engine, you might be using an artificial intelligence platform with algorithms, or you might have mission-critical systems of record that we all have. Different databases throughout the years, whether they're on-prem, in the cloud. And then what everybody's trying to do to put that presentation forward in the green boxes is connect to multiple data sources. Whether it's data, whether it's files, it needs to be secure. And as we know today, there's just a voluminous amount of information being pulled from all different types of sources, put forward to have a better experience interacting with your company through an application. So this is where Progress is focused. In addition to that, with the acquisition of some technology last year, which came from our Ipswich partners, we also now have the capability to actually manage that environment, monitor that environment 24 by 7, 365 on-prem in the cloud, and make sure that all of your customers and partners are having a fantastic user experience. So this is what Progress does at the end of the day. In addition to that, you don't have to buy everything from Progress. You can integrate with other technologies from other vendors and suppliers because we're a very open company. So I just wanted to, refresh your memory on that. If you want to know the products behind the boxes, set up some time with your partner account manager. Come visit our website. Come visit our partner website to get more information. And if you want to sign up and you're thinking about maybe this would be exciting to help you grow your business, as a partner, you're able to sell everything inside of this picture. Okay? So, our go to market strategy for this Accelerate program is all encompassing. And what I mean by that is that there's many routes to market that people on how they actually purchase. And today, if you look at some of the analysts that are giving some feedback on this, there's a whole trifurcation going on how customers and partners are educating themselves initially through a digital experience, whether that's web based, whether it's blog based, whether it's through a mobile podcast. They're finding technologies that they need to improve their business. So there's many go to markets. This is not a one channel, one faceted program. What we're looking at is Progress has been built on many different routes to market over our history. One of them is around an OEM channel for our data direct business. But any of the other products that are in that picture you saw before, we can OEM those technologies, white label those technologies for you to embed, brand for yourself for your business. So, in addition to that, we also have an exciting new go to market growth strategy, which we're implementing at Progress based upon our acquisition of Ipswich, which is a two-tier model, which many people think about these programs associated with two-tier distribution. It's just another way for people to get technology. Like I said, people are researching on their own first, making decisions, and then going out and saying, what is my procurement vehicle, or how do I get to the next level for implementation and customization services by using my local friendly partner. So we've added, in addition to the Ipswich, Move It, and What's Up Gold products, we're adding our Data Direct and Sitefinity technologies to two-tier distribution. We're underway at the moment looking for distributors, looking for value-added resellers, looking for digital agencies, looking for local integrators to participate in Data Direct and in Sitefinity to complement our already very strong Move It and What's Up Gold partner community. The area that Progress has grown up on. We are a 35-year-old company. We're a public company. You can see all our financial information on our website. We've been around for quite some time, but our DNA is built on partners. Our company was built with an ISV channel around our database technologies and our fourth GL language, and we have over 1,700 ISVs globally serving millions of end users in many vertical applications. You will find that Progress's technology is typically the number one vertical in a country for a very specific marketplace. So our DNA is built around partners. We've built it around OEMs. We're adding our technology into the two-tier distribution model. Yes, we do work direct with end users, but it's a very, very small part of our business. And it's usually, just so you partners understand, it's usually due to customer choice. Okay, customers may say, I want to deal directly with the manufacturer. I will let you know that when you set up your agreement with us, you join our program, we have referral capabilities. So if you find something and in the end, the customer says, hey, I really would work with the manufacturer, we will make sure that you are whole at the end of the day. Okay, so I just want to put that out there for full disclosure that we do work with end users as needed based upon customer choice. But our entire company is built around go-to-market strategies with channels that go out through ISVs, two-tier OEM. And I'm going to show you one last one here is for all of you systems integrators. And this is not just the big four people, right? Many times in the international markets, there's local regional systems integrators that are bringing together complete solutions, hardware, software, networks, applications, the cloud, security, all together. And people like to have that one-stop shop. So as you can see, this program is very comprehensive. It's not cookie cut. Joan's going to go into a lot more details around it after I'm completed here, but I just wanted to show you the breadth of our company and how our company is, the majority of our business is going through a partner channel. So, with that being said, it's a global program. So, I know that we're currently talking to the Asian community, the European community, the U.S., North America based communities, Latin America. This is for everyone globally. There's no extra specific details or something special in another geography. It's all comprehensive. So, that for everybody, what that means is you get access to everything in this program, how much you want to consume. This is a more, how much do you want to eat? What do you want to take from our portfolio so that we can move forward? So it's all geographies, all types, and all benefits and requirements are available to everybody in every geography. So with that being said, I'm gonna let Joan jump in here next and let her get into the details of the actual program. Joan?
Wonderful, Gary. Thank you so much. And to all of you on the phone, I really want to share with you our philosophy, and that truly is we are better together. And that is all of the teams inside of Progress Software and all of the partner in our ecosystem and our entire community. And so we're looking and we have built this program on the partner lifecycle. So this is all about engaging together. So what I'm showing you right now, this is our philosophy. You'll see this on our website. You'll see this in our brochures. This is how we'll be having conversations together. And that is the 4 E's. So engage, empower, expand, excel. So our key to the program is engage with us. As you've already heard Gary say, talk with your partner account manager. Let the partner account manager bring the program alive to you. Or talk with your operations team. Empowering. You'll see in just a few moments all the benefits that we have. We have a few requirements that are best practices, and then enablement, marketing programs, dedicated account management. There is just a lot here to share. And then expand. Let's work together. Let's broaden. Whether it be with existing customers, with new customers, with adopting new products, there's a lot we can do here to grow the businesses together and continue what we like to call that constant conversation. And then let's excel. So we have one great opportunity, one great success together. Let's just keep doing it. And this may be somewhat of an Americanism, but we like to also say rinse and repeat. Let's just keep doing what's working. Now, let's get into the details. I know this is why you're all here and listening to this webinar today. So I'm going to talk to you about our tiering structure, the benefits, and the requirements. So let's go right into the tiering structure. As many of you know on the phone, we have taken all of the programs, we have pulled them all together, but we have very consistently stayed with the 3-tier model. And it's very easy for us to then, in this very first year, grandfather everyone into the level that they were currently at. So for example, our 3 tiers this year and moving forward are titanium, gold, and silver. So if you were a Progress partner, and let's say you were a member partner, you are grandfathered in 2020 as a silver level partner. So we just did a direct mapping from the level you're at into the new level. So any questions, again, talk with your partner account manager. What's different this year? Well, what's different this year with these tiers is we really are putting a lot behind them. And that is there are performance-based criteria. So why are you titanium? I'll tell you that in just a moment. How do you move from silver to gold? Lots of opportunity. I'll share that with you as well. We will have program governance, which means your partner account manager will do a business plan with you. They'll do a quarterly business review with you. We'll look at how you're doing against those performance criteria. And hopefully you move up in the program or you broaden out in the program. As Gary already said, all partner types are included in these tiers. All program benefits are applied to these 3 tiers. It's a very simple, flat program for an inclusive of every single person. But most importantly, there are clear goals and a path for advancement. Now, you're going to see this green box down at the bottom. We're calling those registered partners. This is a very important part of our ecosystem. These are transacting partners. However, they're not opting into our partner program. However, they are very important partners in the sense that we want to make sure we are communicating with them, that they understand what Progress is doing, And hopefully one day I move them into the program. But they're a very important influencing and transacting set of partners.
So, Joan, what's nice about the tiers? First of all, I love the titanium color. That's fantastic for all of you in the audience. But all jokes aside, I think what's really nice about the program is the ability so that you can not only score yourself or move your tier by one single product. If you find an opportunity in our portfolio to complement yourself or projects that you're on, all of the activities, all of the revenue you generate gets applied to your tier. Is that correct, Joan?
Absolutely, Gary. Excellent point. What we like to call it total book of business. Absolutely. Great point.
So that's great. So that's also something to differentiate it because we're not a one-trick pony here, and we have multiple opportunities for our partners to expand based upon the size of our portfolio.
Excellent. Excellent. I think you bring up a good point. There are no boundaries between our products, between our benefits, other than everything's based on a tier, but there's no boundaries. Consume the entire portfolio, and we'd love to help you do that.
Good. Good. Sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to point out that it's not based upon a single product. It's the entire portfolio.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Excellent. So I alluded on the prior slide that this is a performance-based program, and that really is in place for all of us to understand where we stand in the program and to understand how we apply additional benefits, resources to help you as our partners grow. So every tier has a bookings and a growth percentage. And an important key point here is those two go together. It's not one or the other. So to be, for example, a silver partner, you'll have a certain level. It's based on region. So all of your regional sales leaders and partner account managers have gotten together, analyzed the region, and this is where the program really does take into the local partner in the local market where we understand that different regions, different markets have different sizes. We have accounted for that. So in these tiers, in these program tiers, they are based by region. And when you go to your intranet, you will see a program guide, and you'll have a program guide for 5 regions. So we will have North America, we will have CALA, we will have 2 regions in EMEA, and we will have an APJ region. So go to your program guide. It will explain all of these growth and bookings targets for you and all the benefits and some of the requirements. So it's pretty thorough but very clear.
So what's nice about that, Joan, is that if you think about it, right, it's not a single number for bookings to be titanium or a single percentage of growth. So if you look at GDP of countries around the world, right, if you're the number one economy, right, it's a little difficult to compete against the number 23
Exactly.
with the number one's target, right? So the fact that
Exactly.
you're giving them customized targets based upon size of market, and then also emerging markets are growing faster than some of the
Exactly.
more mature ones. So, I mean, this sounds very, very comprehensive and fair to partners
Right.
wherever you may reside. And the guys who are registered, maybe not ready to join today, but little while they want to stay in communication. Eventually, they say, "Hey, this is a really good company. I like these products, big demand. Maybe I want to become part of their program," and I enter at the silver level. Right?
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
Great.
Yeah, so this is one of the reasons we could create one program because we localized it in that, as we like to say, last mile. So we
Nice.
made sure that it was built for the partner. It's not built for Progress Software. This is built for the partner.
Great. Great.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on to, as you'll see from this slide, this fantastic chart, which is our substantial benefits, we like to call it. And you, again, can see all of this in your program guide. And for full disclosure, your program guides have this exact chart. So if you are, again, a silver level partner, you absolutely can see what your gold counterparts are getting for benefits. You can also see what your titanium counterparts are getting. The whole idea for this program is there's no secrets. It's we'd really like you to participate and consume the best that you can. So we're going to show you everything available to you. So for the benefits, I won't go into all the detail because as you can see, there is a lot of great stuff here. I assure you everything that is best practice and that you need is in here. And then there's a couple of more things. We are going to do some asks with respect to, say, our higher level partners, and higher level means just higher bookings and revenue, not that we like them more. But we will ask things like, come to our conference. We really need your participation. But we're also then going to work with you on sponsorships, etc. So for the benefits, major tiers, we have great incentive programs. Training and enablement, we'll go into that in a moment. Very deep. We have a full staff of people that are only focused on providing you with the materials and the learning styles that apply to your personas. Account management resources, another major investment that Progress is making with large teams that are dedicated to be your liaison and your trusted advisor within Progress. Partner Portal and Progress.com. This is an ongoing initiative. They are fully updated right now, fully ready to support you. They're your one-stop shop, and this is an area we, as always, we will continue to improve upon. And then marketing resources. We have a fantastic marketing organization, and that marketing organization is in the field with us. So fantastic benefits. Again, please go to your program guide and talk to your partner account manager. Now, let's talk about this is something we are investing in you. We do need a little investment back. And if you look at this chart, the first thing I'd like to point out is clearly the font's much bigger and the chart's much smaller. So, what we're asking for is a little investment in return, and not just because we're investing, but based on best practices and research that's been done on partner programs. If we have this level of minimum ask, the program and the relationships tend to be far more successful than if you do not have this component. So what our ask is pretty basic. If you're a higher level partner, we'd like to have a catcher on your side. Although we'd like to have that for all the partner types, but we realize that in some of the organization, we can't just have one dedicated account manager. Bookings and growth requirements, we're going to ask all of you for that because we believe all of you need to be engaged and committed into the program as we're committed to you. Training and certifications. This may be new for some of you. So for some of the partners on the phone today, you may not have seen this ask. We're going to work with you on that. 2020 is a growth year. You heard me say earlier, we've grandfathered everybody into the program at the same level, just a different name. We will work with you in 2020 to get you into the program and get you into meeting the requirements, meeting the growth, and succeeding. So we will also work with you on the training and certification requirements. Awareness in marketing, we do ask that you let people know you're our partner. We'd like, we'll put your name on our website. Please put our name on your website. Things like that. Annual commitment of lead generation activities and events. So again, for the large, higher level partners, we're asking a little more. We are a big ask now as we have our next conference, which is our user conference. Great opportunity for all of you to come, engage with end user customers, engage with other partners that may be complementary to you. For the titanium partners, we are going to make that a requirement that you attend. We're also very open to doing custom sponsorships. So if anybody wants to talk to me about that after, just send me an email. Performance management. Very, very important. You're really going to see us talk about this all year. So annual business and marketing plans. This is your gateway into all of your benefits. So please put one together. It's a great activity for you to do as a business owner yourself or as a business person. Quarterly business reviews, very important. Let's track. Let's see how you're doing this year. See if we need to tweak and adjust before we have a surprise at the end of the year. And again, quarterly bookings targets, we will be tracking those. And then annual business and ranking. And this is very important. At the end of 2020, we will go through all of our partners, look at the tiers, look at the booking growth requirements, see how did we do. Is everyone going to stay in the tier? Some people will move up, some people will move down. Hopefully, if the moving down or the moving up happens, it's not a surprise because we're doing quarterly business reviews. I promise you that no one will move down this year. We will go the full year. We will get used to the program. We'll play with the program. We'll bend it. We'll push it. We'll see how it works. People will move up. And by the way, you can move up anytime during the year. If you move up to that next level because of your bookings and your growth targets, at any point you hit that, we'll move you up. So the message here is we just want to work with you towards success.
So that's great stuff, Joan. There's a lot going on there, right? And on your first slide where you had a tremendous amount of investment that's going on. Progress has been doing that over the last 12 to 24 months. Ipswich was a big contributor to that. And some of those things you might look at that list and say, gee, I don't know if I need any of those investments. And I think this is a very flexible program, right? This allows partners to look and say, how do I go to market? How do I generate awareness? How do I build my business, grow my business, get trained, better selling capabilities? But if you want to use our tools, you can. If you don't want to use them, you don't have to. But the idea is to try to make a complete go-to-market strategy for us together. And if you have 9 of the 10 things already, you don't have to choose anything. If you have only 2 and you want to take 8 from us, we're happy to work with you and help you globally, right?
Yep, I think that's great. Gary, earlier you used the word consumption, and I think that's really a relevant word for this program because it's consumption based on program, benefits, product, resources. It's up to you, but it's there if you need it. Excellent. So should we talk about how we're going to enable the partners?
Yeah, so this is one that everybody usually falls down on
Mm-hmm.
in the community out there, and I think that between you and a number of people inside of Progress, so thank you very much for all of the Progress people who've contributed to this. I think you're going to find this very, very comprehensive, and
Yes.
we're really treating you as if you are part of us, right? It's like
Yes.
it's all one and the same.
Yes, exactly. So great intro. So let's get into it. So, as Gary just said here, you look at the left side, you see business value for the partners. So, as part of building out the program, looking what our and talking to our partners, seeing what they wanted, we also talked to a lot of analysts. And one of the big pieces of feedback we got is in the industry today, the real focus and the recommendation is that vendors should really, manufacturers and vendors should really be looking at how do you enable your community. Not so much focusing on marketing and sales, but marketing and sales within an enablement structure. So we've done just that. So what you're going to have and what you have right now, if you were to go onto the portal or call your partner account manager, you'll have a customized plan regardless of product. Every product in the Progress portfolio is represented in our enablement program. Every partner type is broken down, as you can see on the right side. We've broken down all of our partner types into, very discrete buckets. And then within that, you're going to see we also broke down their persona. So let's dive into that as well so you can see how do you consume this as well. And I think you're really going to like this. So on this slide, what you're seeing is this very, small print. And again, we will make this recording and presentation available on the partner portals. Is we are going to take care of you like you're one of our own salespeople. So, for example, our salespeople go through this in this same enablement program, and we've just made it available for you in a customized structure. So every single one of you will get your own personal training plan. And this will be based on conversations you had with your partner account manager and what you need. So this chart here is talking all the way from onboarding a new partner, and it could be a new partner into the ecosystem. It could also be a new employee of that partner into the ecosystem. We then determine who is that partner. Are you a salesperson? Are you a marketing person? Are you an executive? Are you a developer? Determine what type of training you need, and then look at what partner type are you? What products are you selling? And I mean products, not just one. If you've determined you are going to sell multiple products across the portfolio, we go through and we pull those products in based on how you want to sell them. You have your PAM, which is partner account manager. You have your relationship managers. Work with them. They'll put a project plan together working with our team internally. I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. And then again, product and process. You consume whatever you want. If you want to start with one product, we start there. If you want to then start adding on multiple products, it's your choice. We will train you, by the way, complimentary. There's no fee for this. This is because we believe we should invest in you. So we will train you however you want to be trained. And then, of course, to the right side, it's just continuous. We know we have to keep retraining, whether there's new releases, there's new products, you're growing, expanding, etc. Again, I've mentioned this a few times, but our enablement is based on, we call it personas, but if I break it down into the kind of English I like to speak, it's broken down by who you are and what your role is within your organization and how you're going to work with us. And so therefore, you will get content delivered to you in your own language. I mentioned that we had a personalized plan. Well, here's an example of a plan. It comes in an Excel spreadsheet, but it's customized. And what it does is has the modules you need. All you have to do is click on the module. It brings you right into our LMS system, and you automatically can go in and take the training at your pace. It will actually put schedules and timing. So if you want people on your team, for example, to be taking this training in a certain time frame and you want to measure it and you want to see if they've completed it, all of that functionality is there. So it's a very robust program for you and your teams. So the next little piece that I'm showing you where it says the Progress Partner Personas, this really is illustrative of the fact that you can do whatever products you want. So in this case, this is a salesperson and they have determined that they want to learn about DCI, they want to learn how to sell DXP, they want to learn how to sell OpenEdge. So again, it's your choice. And again, it's your choice on how you want to start and how you want to add and build. And then lastly, this is just a view when you go into our LMS system, which is a very cool system. This is an example of what someone's schedule looks like. So you get this view, you log in, and you go at your own pace. You just click through your training. So very easy, very accessible, and again, complimentary and customized to you.
So what's nice about that, Joan, is that your partner account manager, your relationship person, can work with you and your company and your people, populate them into the system. They can train themselves as they have time, where
Mhm.
they are. I even think this thing works on a mobile device or
It
something
does
like
work
that,
on a
right?
mobile device.
So,
It's beautiful on
so
a
for
mobile
all of us,
device.
road warriors, we can sit in airports when we're delayed and get certified, right? So, and I think your partner relationship manager can track how you're doing, where are you, if you're stuck, gentle reminders, and in the end, that's the kind of investment we're making.
Absolutely, absolutely. So on this slide, this is a key slide. This is where all your resources are, and we've worked very hard to put every part of the program, all of your tools, all of the documentation that you need, and all of the access that you need to your partner account manager and to your resources in two places. So at this point, we have two partner communities. For Progress Partners right now, Partner Link, very robust. So really the message is whatever community you are going to and have been going to, you will still continue right now to go to that community, just to keep it very simple. All of the resources are on the community that you are currently assigned to. So, for example, what you will see is benefits and requirements. What's in there is your program guide. As an example, that's probably the most important document. Please look at your program guide because it tells you what your program is, what your resources are, your tiers, your requirements, your benefits. Additionally, MDF program guide. We have a new process, much more streamlined process. We are bringing a matrix organization into the MDF program, so therefore the resources that you need, the guidance, the expertise that you need to help you with your business plan and your marketing plan. We have resources on staff that are going to be joining your partner account manager's team. So the account manager is really the key to your success at Progress. Plug in with that account manager. They will bring all the resources to bear to help you succeed with this program. And of course, there is also an entire operations team behind the global partner program that Progress has invested in this year and built out. And so there is a resource for your partner account manager to also ensure that all the feedback you have on the program comes back to us and we keep iterating.
So what's nice about this, Joan, is that this isn't something we're going to do. It's something that already is done, right?
Yes.
So the only thing we have to have happen next is for our partner account managers to get with their partners, get everybody going forward with some plans, get some business rolling, get certified, collect some checks, celebrate,
There
right?
you go.
That's how it goes.
There you go.
So I think that, once again, this is something that it's not we're going to do it. We've already done it, and the proof's in the pudding. So I'm excited about it. I know you're definitely excited about it. So now we'd like to open it up to questions, Joan. I think I have a question that, it's
Oh,
probably a little bit of an obvious question, but I think some people might ask this one. The question that I have, Joan, as we're waiting, because I know you said there's now a few in the queue.
there are, yep.
If I don't know who my partner account manager is, how do I find out? Like right now, you might be sitting with your partner account manager, but other people got invitations, they signed up, they said, "Hey, I don't know who my person is." How
hmm
do I find out who my partner account manager is?
I think you can do it in a couple of different ways, but I'd like to, just for ease of use today, say just send an email to one address, and that is to partnerops@progress.com. And that's a centralized email address to the global partner team, and then we'll make sure we get it out to the right regional partner account manager.
Okay, so that's partner ops, PARTNEROPS at progress.com.
Perfect.
All right, that's great. So now let's take a look on our Q&A roster And I think you said you have a few there.
I
So
do. I have, let me start with this question, which is a very relevant question as well. So it says, hello, we're an Ipswich partner. Can we also include or sell other Progress solutions and products?
So that is a great question,
Mm.
Joan, because I think that's one of the advantages of our program, as we mentioned earlier, that it's set up by tiers. It's also set up by targets, revenue targets, and growth opportunities.
Mm.
But the answer to the question is if you're currently an Ipswich partner and you'd like to sell anything else from the Progress portfolio, you may do so, and that will all count towards your revenue targets and your growth targets to move up and down into tiers, preferably up. So, with that being said, I would reach out to my partner account manager, hopefully from Ipswich, and we know all those people have come across now and are working at Progress, and we just had a great kickoff, and it was
Mm.
exciting to see all of them come in from the Asia and Australia region. And if, like I said, if you don't know who your person is, you can certainly go to partnerops@progress.com. But if you do know who your person is, the answer to the question is yes. You may add additional Progress products to your agreement. You'll have to work through that, and obviously we got to get it
Mhm.
updated, and basically be able to ring the bell on multiple solutions. Thanks.
Terrific. I do have one more
Oh, go ahead, Joan.
that's in the queue, and this is also a very relevant question. So it's with respect to the new requirements that we have in the program. So this question is, if I currently don't meet the sales and technical accreditation requirements, how do I create a plan to do so?
So I think, Joan, what we were saying is that everybody who was whatever tier they were in or whatever color they were in last year, whether Ipswich or Progress, we were going to grandfather everybody into the new program with the new colors and the new tiers. And what that's going to give you an opportunity to do is work throughout the year and putting a plan together with your partner account manager to get sales certified, technical certified, set your targets, put together a marketing plan, put together a business plan, execute against that for the next, say, 12 months. And then by the end of this year in 2020, then we'll put people into the appropriate tiers based upon their achievements, their certification requirements, their training. But you can certainly sit down together with your partner account manager and map out certification plans for your people, to get going. And I think the program, the way it works also, is that your partner account manager can help you because they can see
Hmm.
where you are in the certification process, what modules you've chosen, how far along are you, maybe remind you to kind of jump back in, try to get finished up, get a badge, all that good stuff. Is that
Mhm.
is that everything, John, or is there something else that people can do in there?
There's one more that did just come in, and then I think we need to we'll put the rest into the frequently asked
Sure.
question. But this is a live question, so I want to make sure we get to it. And it's a question with respect to marketing and benefits, which is very relevant. And the question here is, what further marketing support will there be for Australia partners?
Okay, so that, well, I guess that all depends, but we did actually add some new resources out into the region, with the addition of the Ipswich acquisition. So we do have some local resources now on the ground in the territory. And I would say reach out to your local partner account manager. But just for you know that we do have a marketing team, that can support all the benefits that we're talking about in this deck here or in the program guide. If you take a look at it on how to go to market, generate awareness, do events and activities together. We also have the ability to help you if you need qualification of leads or working through the funnel. We're also looking at doing some professional training of partners, people to help them on their own, which is applicable to any product or any company that they work with. So yes, in the past we had some people in Australia directly. That kind of went away for a little while, but not that we weren't committed. It's just that we had to kind of get things back in place. But now we do have some people back in place, and I think that some of our own folks are on the phone. So if they can reach out to the local Australian partners or reach out to Mary or to Karen, who are on the maybe on the call here from a two-tier distribution perspective or from a ISV partnering, work locally with Lynn Queck, and we can get a marketing plan rolling with you locally in Australia.
Terrific. Thank you for that. So I think for right now, that would be the end of the Q&A. I think this concludes today's webinar. Gary, and thank you so much for taking the time and for all the great input. And we want to thank everybody on the phone for your commitment. And we very much look forward to seeing you in 2020 and growing with you. Gary, any final words?
No, it sounds great. You know, Joan, I think we've put a lot into this. It's not something, as I mentioned, that it's gonna happen. It's already available, and I would hope that our partners would hold us accountable to those statements and say, hey, you know, I do see the investments made. I actually have gone to your sites. I've enrolled in some classes. I've sat down with your marketing people. We developed a go-to-market plan together. We're creating awareness, and like I said, sometimes you need us to help you. Sometimes you don't. It's all you can choose whatever you wish. It's all free at the end of the day, right? Which we think is also a benefit because today, you know, it's difficult to spend time or spend money being out of your business, and we look forward to grow and be successful. And here's to a great 2020. So thank you everybody for joining us this afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you out there and good selling. Thank you very much.